You know I need you, yes. Whoa, I need you. Sit in, say every single hour. Well, I need you. Oh, bless me now, my Abba, as I come. Said I come to thee. Well, praise the Most High today, family. How many of us need him today like I do? Hallelujah, I need him, family. I'm desperate for him. What that song said we used to sing? I'm chasing after you, no matter what I gotta do, 'cause I need you more and more. Said I'm chasing after you, no matter what I gotta do, 'cause I need you more and more. Then they broke it down, they said, more and more, more and more, more and more, more and more. Well, I'm chasing after you, no matter what I gotta do, 'cause I need him more and more. Said I'm chasing after you, no matter what I gotta do, 'cause I need you more and more. Say more and more, more and more. Say more and more. Say more and more. Hallelujah. Praise the Most High today. I'm chasing after the Most High today, family. And I got him in my grips. I'm going to grab hold of that hem on his garment. And I'm holding on for dear life. Hallelujah. Praise the Most High. Let's get it. Yes, praise the Most High today, family. And of course, I'm chasing after the Most High. He my daddy. And of course, he's leading us back into the land that he gave our forefathers and told us he would give us. Because he's our daddy. And of course, we love him today. Because he's our daddy. Hallelujah. Let's get into this idea. I'm going to stop poking fun at folks. Because they just haven't gotten to the same place of intimacy with him as we have. But as I wrote in my one of my ideas in my notes, I couldn't know it was on the comment. I couldn't imagine me not calling him daddy or dad. Because this is who he's portrayed himself to be in my life. Before I even knew his correct name. Oh boy. I was calling him Jesus and Jehovah and God and Lord. But I didn't know no better. But now that I know better, what I do, family? I do better. Or what do? We do better. But I hope everyone is well today. And I must say Shabbat Shalom. I definitely hadn't planned on getting out today, but the Most High really stirred up in my ruach this idea. And it's a powerful one. Because we're going to deliver this idea right before a lot of us go to church on Sunday morning. Thinking we're really serving the Most High like we should, or the good Lord. But like we said, once you know better, you do better, right? But I hope that you're able to get out like myself and have been able to get some rest and get a little outing today. Get a little fresh air, some sunshine, and the Most High, some good exercise. It's a beautiful day here in the Carolinas. You hear the birds singing. Just gorgeous. I ain't gonna say quite warm, but it's warm with a little bit of hint of chippiness in the air. Just enough to throw on this long sleeve and not be stupid. But we have a grand idea today, family. We hope that we can align ourselves with it today. Oh boy, did he say it's gonna cost me something? Was he talking about some more rules I gotta follow? Yep. But the idea, it's a good one. It says he's bringing us into the land of milk, honey, and fruit. Don't forget about the fruit. We like to mention the milk and honey as you see the milk and honey here, but don't forget them fruit over there in the corner. Because that's one of the first things they went in and took and brought back and showed that what Moshe saw was correct. That it was a good land, but we're going to see it. And the text is Numbers 13:27 through 33. Then they told him and said, we went to the land where you sent us. It truly flows with milk and honey, and this is its fruit. They showed them big grapes on the vine. Nevertheless, the people who dwell in the land are strong. The cities are fortified and very large. Moreover, we saw the descendants of Anak there. The Amalekites dwell in the land of the south, the Hittites, the Jebusites, the Jebusites, the Amorites dwell in the mountains, and the Canaanites dwell by the sea and along the banks of the Jordan. Then Caleb stood up. Well, I added that. I apologize. Then Caleb quieted the people. And we can say he stood up. Then Caleb stood up strong and quieted the people and said, shut up. I'm adding that too. Then Caleb quieted the people before Moses and said, shut up, let us go up at once and take possession, for we are well able to overcome it. But the men who had gone up with him said, we ain't able. Oh, cooning and buffooning, jive time tuckies, as they used to say back in the day. We're not able to go up against them folks, the people, for they are stronger than we. And they gave the children of Yasharal a bad report in the land which they had spied out, saying, the land through which we have gone as spies is a land that devours its inhabitants. And all the people whom we saw in it are men of great stature. There we saw giants. The descendants of Anak came from the giants, and we were like grasshoppers in our own sight, and so we were in their sight. How do they know what they look like in their sight, man? This is what we call old punk boys that should have stayed to the house. But well, you know what? They were the leaders that the strongest men from each tribe. Ain't that a hot mess, family? Because Moses chose all the strongest men from each tribe, the leaders of the tribe. He probably said, y'all send forth your best men. We need somebody to go out, your young, healthy, strong men. We need to send somebody out to go spy out the land. Punk, pussyfooting individuals. They should have stayed on the sideline. Kept talking about, give me the ball, coach, give me the ball. Put me in the game, coach, put me in the game. But once they get in the game, they don't play. They talking about, he too big for me. He's stronger than I am. But you quicker, go around him. But we fast forward a bit after Moses cussed the people out like I would have. And we looked there in Numbers 14 and 24. But my servant Caleb, because he has a different ruach in him and has followed me fully, I will bring into the land where he went, and his descendants shall inherit it. Oh boy, family, what a grand idea there. So he was saying, even though they didn't want to listen, I'm going to still take him in there because he listened. He was obedient. He did what I told him fully. He followed orders fully and spoke up. I was just speaking to my mother about the thief that was on the cross, well, on the tree with Yahusha, and how he spoke up for Yahusha and ended up being saved at the very last moment. That's a grand testimony, but at the same time, we can't try to wait until that time because we're missing on a lifetime of experiences with our Abba. with our dad. The question today is, what Ruach are you of, or what spirit are you of? Are you of the Caleb type who takes the Most High's word as the final authority in your life, regardless of what all the other people, including your lying, pussyfooting, pacifying pastor says, or your mama and daddy and them, your cousins, your best friend, regardless of what all they say, you choose to have the Ruach of the Most High say, nope, I'm going to follow Yahushua all the way, no turning back, no. And as we peek back, we see that Moshe sent out the leaders of each tribe. And these are my notes. I know we already went over that. Today's so-called influencers in our community, the preachers, the teachers, the pastors, the bishops, the civil rights leaders or the political leaders, the ones that sell us out each and every chance they get. They take the little bribe money and go out and every time something comes up in our community, they go and put out the fire. They be like, nothing to see here, nothing to see here, in their own tight suits looking like an old punk, which they are, because when they sold out, they took it. They took it as a means of, if you ever tell it, we're gonna show this video of you taking it. And we're gonna leave it PG today, family. We're not gonna go all the way to rated R, but we all know what we're talking about. They call that the $20 million club, where you have to take it before you can take it. Oh boy, it's the truth. Tell the truth, shame the devil. And we see that Joshua and Caleb, they weren't the type. They were of the Ruach of the Most High. They said, no, we're going to follow Yahushua. We're going to do what he say. Moses told him this is what it is, so we're going to follow him, and this is what it is, period. And see, I love the story about Joshua or Yeshua, who sat up under Moses, and even when Moses was done up in the tent, in the secret place, Yahushua stayed up in there. Or Joshua, whatever you want to call him. Joshua stayed up in there, learning of the Most High, being taught of the Most High. So he was getting in that intimate time with him, becoming prepped as the next leader. Praise the Most High. But the story goes on that the people didn't make it, of course. They died off along with their pussyfooting, pacifying pastors, their spies. They died off, and they couldn't go into the land. But the next generation was going. And this is where we find ourselves in Joshua 14, 6 through 15. It says, Caleb inherits Hebron. And as we just read in Numbers 14 and 24, it said, but my servant Caleb, because he has a different Ruach in him and has followed me fully, I will bring him into the land where he went, and his descendants shall inherit. So now we're at Joshua 14, 6 through 15, where the heading says, Caleb inherits Hebron. The children of Judah, or the children of Yehudah, came to Joshua in Gilgal. And Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, the Kenizzite, said to him, you know the word which the Most High said to Moshe, the man of the Most High, concerning you and me, in Kadesh Barnea. I was 40 years old when Moshe, the servant of the Most High, sent me from Kadesh Barnea to spy out the land, and I brought back the word to him as it was in my heart. Nevertheless, my brethren who went up with me made the heart of the people melt, but I wholly followed the Most High my Elohim. So Moshe swore on that day, saying, surely the land where your foot has trodden shall be your inheritance, and your children's forever, because you have wholly followed the Most High my Elohim. And now behold, the Most High has kept me alive, as he said, these 45 years, ever since the Most High spoke this word to Moshe while Yasharal wandered in the wilderness. And now here I am, this day, 85 years old. And yet I am as strong this day as on the day that Moshe sent me. Just as my strength was then, so now is my strength for war, both for going out and for coming in. And family, have you noticed something? What the text say? Put me in remembrance of my word. See, this is all Caleb was doing. He didn't wait for Joshua to come to him and say, you remember what the Most High told you? No. He remembered. He said, let me put the man of the Most High on point. Let me make this proclamation. Look here, Joshua. I know you the head honcho now in charge, but do you remember the time when Moshe gave us that promise? He gave me this promise. And see, this is what the Most High wants from us today, family. He wants us to remind him of what he said. And this is what we're doing. You promised us the land of milk, honey, and the fruit, and we want them all. I want everything. Don't hold back. Give it all to me. Give it all to me, yeah. Hallelujah. I want everything. And this the part I love. Now, therefore, give me this mountain on which the Most High spoke in that day. For you heard that day how the Anakim were there, and that the cities were great and fortified. And that reminds me of the episode on Sanford and Son, where he said, I want my daddy's records. I want my daddy's records. He kept saying that, acting retarded. But this is what replays in my mind when I read this. I want my mountain. I want my mountain. For you heard that day how the Anakim were there, and that the cities were great and fortified. Thank the Most High for our cities. It may be that the Most High will be with me, and I shall be able to drive them out, as the Most High said. And Joshua blessed him and gave Hebron to Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, as an inheritance. Praise the Most High. Praise the Most High, family. And as the saying goes around these days, he stood on business. He stood up on the Most High's business, we should say, and held on to the Most High's word against all opposition. See, them boys were ready to kill Caleb and Joshua because they were scared. And don't you know that's how it is in our community? Amongst our people. They like, no, we can't do it. Because you can't do it, I can't do it. No, because I can't do it, none of us can do it. But see, they're the ones that was going out for the squad back in high school and got cut. They couldn't, they didn't practice hard enough. They didn't go home and practice catch with their dad or their mom or their sisters or their brothers or with the wall. They didn't do nothing. They didn't try to better the gift the Most High gave them. And this is where we find ourselves at today, family. What spirit are you of? And this means a whole lot. See, we're right here at the cusp of walking into our promised land. And of course, we're gonna have to go through the wilderness of the people. And a lot of us are going through the prep now, but a lot of us are like that thief hanging on that cross. Want to wait until the last minute, want to wait until you get over there into the wilderness of the people and don't even know if you're going to make it. Because you're not solely sold out. You're not quite convinced that the Most High can do what he said he's going to do. Why? Because you won't study to show yourself approved. You're like them 5 foolish virgins who didn't want to fill their lamps up when they should have. But we're on our way, family, whether you like it or not. And a lot of people are saying that the timing of where we're at has something to do with this this eclipse next month. And I'm not saying it's not, but all I know is to have my lamps full of oil have my heart full of belief in the Most High. So when I see all hell breaking loose left and right, I still believe in the Most High and what he said. He said he's going to take me out of this place and I'm coming out with great wealth. And the exclamation mark is I'm going to see the reward of the wicked. See, that's the exclamation mark. Because I'm not going to have to worry like Moshe and them boys did when they came up out of Egypt. They always had a peek back over the shoulder. You know they're coming. You know they're coming, especially these old puss boys. Especially these old pussy-putting boys. They like, you know they're coming. And just saw this, family. This is what gets me. You just saw him whoop the Egyptians' butt. I mean, totally annihilate them boys. And then rip them anew and taking all their possessions. And now you getting out in the wilderness, peeping over your shoulder, talking about, what if they come and get us tomorrow? What if they pull up on us with a drive-by in them chariots? All them chariots we saw they had when we was in the land, and they was watching us, rolling up on us, cracking us with the whip off the chariots. But the Most High said, no. Them enemies you see today, you'll never see them again. And see, that's what he's telling us now, family. Because the enemies we see today, they're going into captivity. And some of them are going with us. They're going to be our servants and maid servants. And it's a good thing. For all those that say, well, my parents ain't put you in no captivity. But you get to live. You get to go live in the big house. And I ain't trying to poke fun, even though I am. But you get to go live up in the big house. With the big master, the showing up master. The one that loves you and take care of you. Yeah, I'm going to love my servants. I'm going to treat them right. They're going to do everything I do with my family, Most High willing. I'm going to treat them right. They're going to be part of the family. Because they're going to love the Most High just as much as I do. But here's the question today, family. The second question. We already asked one, what kind of spirit are you of? But here's another one. We find it in Numbers 14:8. If the Most High delights in us, then he will bring us into this land and give it to us, a land which flows with milk and honey. And don't forget the fruit. And see, family, I want to be that individual that he takes delight in. And there's a script for that too. It says, if you delight yourselves in the Most High, he'll give you the desires of your heart. So in order for him to delight in you, all you gotta do is delight yourself in him. See, that's how love works. You just turn it around on him. Do whatever it takes to please him. Just like we just sung coming up. I'm chasing after you. No matter what I gotta do. See, that's how you delight in him, and that's how he delights in you. And this is our final script, Most High willing. And it's Acts 17:28. For in him we live and move and have our being. As also some of your poets have said, for we are also his offspring. We're his children. We're his chaps. And he wants to, like the text says, he wants to give us the kingdom. But we have to take it by force. How do we take it by force, Robert? Whatever he tells you to do, just be obedient. It's not rocket science. It's very easy. You just be obedient. Say yes, sir. When your dad asks you to do something. That's gonna be our time, family. I love you so much. Do stay up and keep pushing forward in the right direction. Shalom. Hallelujah.